Hello, fifth graders. This is Opinion Lesson 5. And what we're going to do today is we are going to focus on hooking our reader and begin writing our introduction paragraph. So, what I would like you to get out for today is a piece of paper or your writing journal and a pencil. You're going to write some notes. All right, let's get started. So, before we get started on writing some notes, let's just go over the opinion essay structure. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to focus on each paragraph one by one each day. So today we're going to focus on our introduction, which will include an attention grabber and our claim, like our opinion. And then we'll, do our paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and paragraph 5. So just so you know, this is what we'll be working on. So you make sure that you have 5 paragraphs. You have to have that at fifth grade writing. So on the top of your paper, I would like you to write, what should our introduction have? And we will go over this. So your introduction should have a hook to catch your reader, to get their attention. And we'll go over some different types of hooks that we can use. It also needs to have your claim, your opinion, what your opinion is and what you want to have happen because of your opinion. And you need to state your reasonings that you will talk about later on. You don't have to go into them. It doesn't have to be long, but you just need to briefly state your reasonings. Or I'll show you some other examples where people kind of mention their reasonings, but used it in a different way. So that's what your introduction needs to have: a hook to catch your reader, your claim and your opinion, and your reasonings that you're going to talk about later on. So pause this video so that you can write these down. Okay, so on a new piece of paper or on another page of your journal, I want you to write ways to hook our readers. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the hook that you can use, and I would, if I were you, write down the example. So that way you always have something to look at when we do our second piece of our opinion writing. So one way we can hook our reader is to use a quote. And here's an example. As Johnny Appleseed once said, I live for others. So that's the way that he grabbed his person's attention. They're wondering, I live for others. I wonder what this paper is going to be about. And it gets them to continue reading. You can use the description to hook your reader. Beautifully round, shiny, red or green in color, an apple is an amazing fruit. So you're using a description that will kind of help your reader picture something and will get their attention. They're visualizing something in their head, and they're going to want to keep reading. Exaggerate. It seems like there are a million different types of apples. There are a lot of different types of apples, but there are not a million. However, if you see this, you're going to want to keep reading. Well, yeah, it does seem like there are a lot of different types of apples. What is this person going to say about it? I'm going to keep reading this piece of paper. Ask a question. Can you think of a fruit that is more delicious than an apple? And the reader might be asking themselves, well, I can think of lots of different types of fruits that are more delicious. Or maybe they're like, no, I can't. Either way, it's going to grab your reader's attention and they're going to want to keep reading. Use emotions. Imagine a world without happy kids, without a shady tree, without our neighborhood apple tree. So this will grab your reader's attention by invoking some emotions in them. Oh, they're going to think, I can't imagine a world without happy kids. That would be very sad. So it's going to grab their attention. They're going to want to keep reading. And a last way you can hook your reader is use a surprising fact or statistic. Every day, at least 11 teenagers lose their lives because of texting while driving. So that's one of my favorite ones because you're using that statistic or that fact that you researched and you're just presenting it to your reader right off the bat. And I know if I was reading this, I'd be like, well, yeah, that's a lot of people to lose their lives because of texting while driving. I wonder what this person's going to say about it. So that's a way that you can hook your reader. So if you need to, pause this video, write these down with the examples because you're going to need this not only now, but later on as well. Okay, so let's look at some examples because we've learned that it's always a great idea to look at examples of what type of writing we want to do. So this person is going to use a description to hook their reader. They're going to state their claim, and then they're going to state their reasons that will become body paragraphs. So here it is. Picture this: getting money to buy that new pair of sneakers you want if you do well on that test. Do you think students should get paid for good grades? In my opinion, there are 3 reasons students should get paid for good grades. One of them is more focus on school. Second reason is they love money, so they'll do what they have to get the money they want. Third reason, they'll have better behavior. So the red here, this is where they used a description to hook their reader. This blue is where they stated their claim. And then the green is where they listed their reasons. They didn't go into them, but they did list them and let you know this is what I'm going to be talking about in my essay. So that's a really great example of an introduction paragraph. Let's look at another one. This person is going to use a surprising statistic to hook their reader. They're going to state their claim, and they are going to state their reasons that will later become body paragraphs, but they're going to do it in an interesting way, and you can do it this way as well. So imagine choosing to severely damage one of your vital organs at an early age in life. That's exactly what teen smokers are doing, because 80% of all smokers started when they were under the age of 18. Cigarette smoking is a detrimental habit that leads to a multitude of unnecessary health problems and should be banned. Cigarette smoking should be banned for many reasons. So here's where they use that surprising statistic to hook their reader that got their reader's attention. They stated their claim. Their claim is that they think cigarette smoking should be banned altogether. No one should be allowed to smoke cigarettes. And they didn't state their reasons, like one reason, a second reason, and a third reason. They just said it should be banned for many reasons. So that's one way that they hooked the reader. Like, I'm not going to tell you my reasons right off the bat. You're going to have to keep reading to figure out what my reasons are. So that's one way that you can state your reasons that will later become body paragraphs. You can say your claim and should be for many reasons. So that's one way that you can do it. Okay, so your assignment today. You're going to decide on how you will hook your reader and get their attention. You're going to use this graphic organizer that will be on your writing slide, a link to it, and use this graphic organizer to help you write out your introduction paragraph. It'll give you some good examples of how to hook your reader, and it'll help you just figure out how to lay it out. Don't forget, you need to write your hook, get your reader's attention. Make sure you state your claim. You need to state your claim, your opinion, right in that first paragraph. And then tell your reasons that you will talk more about in your essay. So you can either say one reason, second reason, third reason, or you can do what that previous person or the previous slide said and just say many reasons. And then last but not least, and most importantly, you're going to share your introduction with your teacher. I want to see what your introduction paragraph is going to look like. I want to see your hook. I want to see your claim and your reasons that you're going to talk about in your essay. All right, so get going on those introduction paragraphs. I can't wait to see them.